Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. You know what time it is. Yeah, that's right. It's time to go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Harpoon through the way of Josh and the beer mail. I have not seen this beer here. All the Harpoon beers that I see here are usually in the variety packs, which is the Magic Hat and all that little sessionable beer type stuff. So, not been a big fan of that. This says, right up there, on the yellow lettering too, right here on there where I can read it too. It says, enjoyed by 06/15/2013. So this evidently is a fresher bottle that Josh has sent me here, and it is an Imperial IPA coming in at 10% alcohol by volume. Got all the information right here on the bottle that you need. ABV, Best Buy, everything right here on the bottle. And on the back, it's going to give you a little information. Imperial IPA. Our Imperial IPA is brewed to challenge the senses. The vibrant aroma rushes out of the glass with a blend of piney and tropical fruit notes. At first sip, this big beer yields a powerful bitterness and continues with an aggressive hop flavor and character throughout. A strong malty backbone balances this massively hopped beer. And speaking of a massively hopped beer, it says that they use a variety of hops including Chinook, Centennial, Simcoe, and Amarilla, and all those are excellent hops. Very, very nice hops. And according to what it says here, it's 120 IBUs. So if you're not used to bitter beers, don't try this one, because this one is probably going to be fairly bitter. It may be too bitter for me. We'll see where it ends up, guys. So, with that being said, they're out of, I think, Boston, Massachusetts. It's an American Double Imperial, 10%. It says year-round here, but like I said, I can't get this beer here, and I get Harpoon beers. I don't know what the deal is there, and why we don't get all of them, or we just get certain ones. That don't make no sense to me either. Food pairing cuisines: barbecue cheeses are peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue, your more pungent cheeses, even gorgonzola and limburger go well with these beers. The meat is game, grilled meat, and salmon. Glassware snifter tulip, oversized wine glass. I got the Dougal glass, guys. And this beer can be sold for extended times or periods, but been an Imperial IPA, whatever hoppiness, if you go past the Best Buy dates, and it's not going to go bad. 10%, this beer is going to be drinkable 10, 15, probably even 20 years, but the super hop presence is going to fade over time, and it won't take long for that to happen either for these hoppy beers. So, but some people like that taste. The way it mellows out and matures, and if you can get this fairly cheap or get about a 6-pack, by all means, or even a 12 or 2 6-packs, drink what you want to, and it's got the Best Buy date, so you know when it was put in the bottle or when you should have drank it, and that way you can test it out a year or 2, 3, 5, 10 down the road, and let me know what the changes you taste are, or how much it changed. So, with that being said, guys, let's get on with the show on this one. I think I'll give you all the information we need to, so without further ado, off with the cap, standard Harpoon cap. I think they have red ones and black ones, so I don't think there's the other one colored but that. Let's see if we can get generate us a little head on this thing so we can get some aromas. Not too much sediment in the bottle, so I'd say that's a filtered beer. Over into the light. Oh, very nice color. Very tangerine orange color. Very small bubble streaming up. Not super over-carbonated at all. Just a finite amount of bubbles streaming up. So, I'm glad I poured it that aggressive to generate that head. Looks good, guys. What do you think? And the head is this is a slightly off-white color. Looks pretty good. It's got a nose on it. Yes, that's very nice. That's very, very nice. I'm not used to that for this. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not a big fan of the Harpoon beers. I think they're very transitional session beers, but This may change my mind. Their chocolate was in the variety pack that I had one time, and I thought it was pretty tasty. But the rest of that stuff are they're good beers. Don't get me wrong. They're better than Budweiser, Miller, and Coors for sure. But they're basically, to me, somebody that drinks a lot of different stuff and the heavy stuff. Don't have a lot of taste. They're very transitional. Now, if you're drinking Bud, Miller, Coors, and you get one of those variety packs, it's probably going to blow your socks off. It's going to say, "Oh, wait, he's crazy." But yeah, taste is subjective, and the more you drink different stuff and the heavier stuff, your palate develops and changes. And the lighter beers and the lighter tasting beers just don't quite have the same hump. So let's give it a smell here, guys. Pine, grapefruit, very citrusy, floral. Smells wonderful. Best smelling Harpoon beer I've ever smelled. Now I am getting a little bit of the alcohol, 10% though. Let's see if it's got the alcohol burn. It has a very wonderful nose, guys. I'm pleasantly surprised. Josh, thanks again for sending this one. I have not seen this one here. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Josh. Not overly bitter to me. Got 120 IBUs. I was expecting a lot more bitterness than that. Very pleasant to me. My palate has developed over the last 3, 4, 5 years. I'll be honest with you. I don't want this to be a 20-minute video. When I first started drinking Dogfish, I had 60 and 90 and even tasted the 120. I loved the 60. The 90 I thought was just a little too heavy for me. And then the 120 just blowed my palate out of my head. I was going, that's like lacquer thinner. And then now that I've been drinking them, the 60 is a little on the light side. The 90 is delicious. And the 120 I haven't tasted. I've only had 2 of them, so I got a 2011 and a 2010 in the fridge, so I may end up popping a top on one of those. But I may just wait till a fresh bottle comes out and just taste the fresh bottle and let those big boys keep souring in the fridge there. So without further ado, we're going to let the other half sip this and see what you think. So let it warm up just a hair. But yeah, this is probably one of the best beers between this and their chocolate that I've had. So I don't remember what I gave the chocolate, but this tastes like an A beer. Let's see if it ends up that way. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left here. This is very nice. Very citrusy, very piney, very grapefruity. Probably one of the best beers I've had from Harpoon. We don't get the good beers here. The series that they've done, Leviathan or whatever it's called there. All we get is the variety packs, the mixed packs, and it don't have any of these good beers in there. So I'll chug. Wow, that's pretty tasty, guys. It's got everything you need. It's got the yellow lettering here, not the black where you can read it. 10% got everything you need to know here. This is by far the best beer that I've ever had from these guys. So Josh, thanks again for sending me this. From what I see on here on the internet, there are a bunch of different ones they do in this series, not just the Imperial IPAs. So I like to try some of those other ones. The ones comes in the mix pack just don't do it for me, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's that good. It's pretty damn tasty. It's definitely an A beer. Not quite to the 10 to me, but if I was drinking this regularly, I could be persuaded more than likely. I don't know what this costs, so I don't know what the cost versus the taste factor is. It makes a difference to me whether it's a $3.50 beer or it's a $10 beer. So with that being said, guys, Rate Beer has this 98 overall and 89 in the style. Beer Abbott comes up with 91 in the exceptional range for them. It's pretty damn tasty. So give me some comments back if you've had this one. Let me know what you think of it. Well, you liked it, loved it. I liked it pretty damn good. So I'd like to have more in this series. Not necessarily another one of these, but some more in this series that are they're more or less the Brewer's Reserve or their side project, if you will. So with that being said, guys, give me some comments back on this. Rate, comment, subscribe, and let's look at the videos tomorrow. See you then.